Okay, wait. Have you ever stopped to think about why panic attacks actually happen? I don't think that I have before in the past, but I have now. That's exactly what we're talking about in today's video. So stay tuned and let's go.
Oh shit! Woo!
What's up, guys? My name is Sam Becker, and if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications on future content where I put out videos related to anxiety hacks, productivity hacks, and how to live a more happy, stress-free life. And if you're excited about just this topic in general, go ahead and drop a like already, and let's get right into it. So, panic attacks. My God. What an awful feeling. If you've ever had a panic attack in the past, then this video is for you, and I hope that the things that we're going to go over in this video will be helpful and help you understand why they're happening and maybe even provide some tools to help you fight against them. So, panic attacks, why do they happen? It's a state of like an adrenaline rush that our bodies kind of go through. Like when we're anxious, we get panicky because our body just starts to fuel up the adrenaline. So when you're thinking about panic attacks, think about how your body would typically respond to a, the first example that comes to mind for me is like when I'm walking my dogs and there's another dog that comes around. You know, it's like my dogs are hunting dogs, so they don't typically get along with other dogs, and my like anxiety and my I start to feel kind of like, oh crap, because I'm anticipating something bad's gonna happen, and I guess that can kind of relate to like a car accident as well. Like you're anticipating something, like, you know, like that flash of hot you get, and you're like, oh my God, and like your heart starts racing because your body's responding to danger. And that's exactly what is going through your mind when you are feeling like a panic attack. Like your mind is thinking, oh shit, we're in danger. And the funny thing is, there's no danger. Our minds don't really know whether something's actually going to happen or whether something's happening. It's a weird way that our body likes to respond to stress and trauma kind of thing. It literally has no idea why it's freaking out. So we kind of have to almost give it a reason to why it's freaking out. And you know, the funny thing is, like, even though there's no danger at all, I would literally I would literally put myself in like a stressful situation in my mind, because if I'm not feeling a panic attack, like, then I would actually stress out about worrying about feeling my next panic attack, if that makes sense. And it would actually trigger myself into having like anxious thoughts and feelings because of the fact that I'm so worried about another panic attack happening that I worry about it happening, and then it makes me uncomfortable, and then it kind of happens, you know? So it's like our minds are so strong. They're so powerful. Mind over matter is a very, very, I don't know, it's just that it's so accurate because our minds literally can manifest so many different feelings in our body. And if we focus on how to train our minds into how to be like we're in charge, then our body will follow, you know? And because of, you know, me feeling like I was worried about panicking, I actually developed a bad habit, bad crutch. I would actually use alcohol to help balance me out so that I would feel normal again. I wouldn't get like completely wasted or anything like that. All I would need is like a shot or two. But still, like having to do that, you know, let's just say 5 times out of the week. I don't even remember what it was now, but it used to be a lot. It used to be almost in every single like thing I had to do. You know, if I had to, because I cut hair as well. I'm a hairstylist, a licensed hairstylist for 10 plus years. And, you know, whenever I would do like house call haircuts, I would need to have a shot or two before I'd go in so that I wouldn't be scared to stand in front of this person and have to put on a mask. The alcohol gave me a mask, you know, and I used that for years. This is before I went to therapy. This is before I had medication. This is before I actually tried to dissect the issue. And now that, I've gone through therapy, and now that I've gone through, trying to strengthen my mind, I don't need to do that anymore. I haven't done that in so long, and it's such a blessing to be able to let that go and get rid of that crutch and that bad habit, because drinking does not sound appealing first thing in the morning. It doesn't sound appealing when you have something important to be at. And these are the things like I had to overcome. I had to okay, we don't do that anymore. We don't drink in the morning when we're going somewhere. Like we don't drink before we go to a live event or something where I needed to be straight-minded. Because that's just, you don't want to smell like it. You don't want to have to hide it. Like that's a whole other burden of having to hide the fact that you've been drinking so that you don't freak out. It's like creating more issues. So for me, I was like, okay, enough's enough. Finally went to therapy. Finally straightened it out. But let's get back into what we were talking about, this whole panic attack thing, right? So I was actually watching, her name is Mel Robbins. She posted something a while back about this topic, and she brought up a really useful tool that I think might be beneficial to you guys, because I've been adopting this tool as well into my own kind of arsenal, and it's been really, really helpful, and I think that it'll be a huge help to you guys as well. So she suggests using what's called an anchor thought. And what an anchor thought is basically just a positive thought that is so powerful that it takes you out of your current state of mind and brings you into the moment. It takes you out of that current mindset and into the moment. So what you want to do is count down from 5, down to 1, and start thinking about your anchor thought. Like it has to be something very, very exciting, something that lights you up, something that's like you're working towards and you're excited about being at this goal, or you're excited about this vacation, or you're excited about your son, your daughter, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, your grandma, your grandpa, whatever. Something that's so exciting to you that it takes you out of your current state of mind. Because what happens when you start thinking about this anchor thought, and you count down from 5, you actually trigger the prefrontal cortex in your brain, which is in charge of cognitive decision making. So it just gets your mind excited and takes you out of the shitty situation that you're in, because your mind doesn't know what to do with all this adrenaline. It doesn't know why it's reacting like this. So you just got to give it a reason. So you can try this with your eyes open. You can try this with your eyes closed. I typically like to keep my eyes open. For some reason, keeping my eyes closed kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, and it almost makes me want to panic more, which is weird. Probably because I'm not aware of my surroundings. My body is pretty much trying to figure out why it's in danger. So when you close your eyes, I'm like, well, I can't see anything now. I can't see what's going on, So I'm thinking that's why. But I'm working on that little by little. Always improve yourself. And what I recommend is actually having some anchor thoughts in your arsenal, ready to go. So when you're going through a state of panic, you're not fumbling through your thoughts trying to figure out, okay, what am I excited about? What am I excited about? I mean, you can, if you feel like you're going to be okay with doing that, because it gives you more of a reason, or it gives your mind more things to do, then great, do that. But do what works best for you. Don't forget to breathe. If you are going through panic attacks, try this out. I'd love to know your thoughts. And yeah, so, sit up, take a deep breath, count down from 5, be excited. I would actually love to hear what you're excited about, because maybe we have a lot of things in common. So drop down below in the comments and mention what you are excited about. What is your anchor thought? And please give this video a like if you think that this is going to help you, or if you're excited to try this out. Give it a like, leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys thought. I know this has helped me a lot, and I'm really, really hoping this helps you as well. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye. So she recommends using, so she suggests, so when you trigger that prefrontal cortex, you're already preparing your mind to give it a reason. What? I lost the train of thought. What was I saying? It just pulls you out of your mind's. This is not going to be